us, facing our fears, laughing through the chaos and drinking some beers. So here's to the laughs, the groans and the cheers, all the awkward moments, and we're still here. Cause in the end we're just doing our thing. It's our crazy life, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing. Oh!
Hey, I'm Brian. Welcome to Oh, and One More Thing.
Hey, I'm Rob. We're so glad you could join us at the always sunny and beautiful OAOMT Podcast Studios.
What is that?
Oh, and one more thing. I'm trying to abbreviate my life a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you are, because I didn't even pick it up.
OAOMT.
And you called it studios. That's cool.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I.e. my basement.
Well, no one needs to know that.
Oh,
but
sorry.
we got to get a big neon sign. That would be cool.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
You work on that.
I will. I'm on it.
Okay. So, hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
If every time you enter a room, a song would play, what would your song be?
Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, top of my head, I have two. I mean, obviously, as a true Minnesotan, anything by Prince.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to pick one Prince song, I'm not going to pick the obvious, like Purple Rain,
Too obvious.
Let's Go Crazy.
Yep. Still again, too obvious.
I'm going to pick Seven.
What is Seven?
The song Seven.
There is a song, Seven by
Oh,
Prince.
seven, and I'll watch them fall. Ding, ding.
I don't know that I've heard that.
It's a fantastic song. It's very melodic. I love it.
Okay.
And two, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Okay. Yeah, you are kind of the hairband guy.
Kind of sorry. It's just, I just love how it just like.
You're
Love
good.
it.
You should
I
be
love
on the radio.
Yeah. Oh, and there's one more. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Another hairband.
Yeah. I mean, actually, the entire Black Album, like, if you're ever just like, I'm pissed off and I need to go drive me by myself, it's that kind of music.
Is it really?
It's good road rage music.
I don't know. It's not my jam.
It's a fantastic album. Okay, that's three. That's probably over-delivering, but I outperform, so that's
Yeah,
okay.
you do.
Yeah.
So I thought your song would probably be "Pour Some Sugar on Me" from Def Leppard.
Okay, well,
because of all the Baja Blast you drink, all that sugar.
I get the Zero Sugar Baja Blast.
It's still full of sugar.
Whatever, it is not. Yes, Def Leppard is my favorite band. I've seen them countless times.
I know.
Which didn't start till...
That's why I thought it would be your number one.
But that didn't start till I was in my 40s. I missed their heyday in the 80s when I was in my teens.
Oh.
I know, because I couldn't afford it back then.
Well.
Yeah. And Pour Some Sugar on Me, it's a good stripper song, too.
Sure it is. Yeah, I can see that.
Not that I would know that. But
No, of course you wouldn't. You were too young. You were in the teens.
And welcome to the stage, Sugar. So what would yours be?
Well, I think today mine would be "The Best Day of My Life" by the American Authors.
How does that go?
Woo, woo, woo. It's gonna be the best day of my life, my life.
I know them.
Just that.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I think every day should be the best day of my life.
I think it should be too. That's kind of a high bar to hit every day, though.
It is. Once you set that level,
it keeps going up.
You've got a lot of work to do to have
Right.
another best day of your life.
Exactly.
But anyway, I'm just going to jump right into our topic today.
Oh, okay.
The art of being human.
Oh.
I think it's going to be fascinating. Well, I mean, I hope it is.
Being human is basically 30% emotions, 30% overthinking, and 40% trying to remember why you walked into the kitchen.
Well, that was a very timely placed joke.
It's almost like we planned it.
What?
I know.
No, that can't be.
We would never do that.
Anyway, to be human is to exist in a constant act of interpretation.
Oh.
Of self, of others, and the world that never fully settles into certainty. The art of being human is not found in perfection or arrival, but in participation, in the ways we notice, question, remember, and choose. It lives in the tension between what we feel and what we understand, between what we inherit and what we decide to become. Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah, this is going to be a deep conversation, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is expressed in small, ordinary gestures, a pause before speaking, like I always do, a kindness offered without guarantee, a memory that refuses to fade, and a belief reshaped by experiences. It's also present in our contradictions, our capacity for both creation and destruction, certainty and doubt, connection and solitude. Again, another deep.
It's very deep. To explore the art of being human is to study not a fixed subject, but a moving target, one that reveals itself differently each time we try to define it. At the center of what it means to be human is a paradox. We are wired for connection, but terrified of being truly seen.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Modern psychology, especially the work of Brené Brown, frames this tension through four core forces. Okay, so that begs the question, Who the heck is Brene Brown?
You don't know Brene Brown?
No.
Well, Brene Brown is a researcher, author, and speaker who has spent 2 decades studying courage, vulnerability, shame, and empathy. A professor at the University of Houston, she became globally recognized after her 2010 TED Talks. The Power of Vulnerability became one of the most viewed TED Talks in the world.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty famous.
Okay. So I should know her is what you're telling me.
I think you should have known her, but maybe, you don't have to know everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to it.
Okay. Okay, so the 4 you just talked about. So vulnerability is the willingness to be emotionally exposed.
Okay.
Shame, which is the fear of being unworthy of connection.
Ooh, that's big.
Empathy, the bridge that makes connection possible.
Okay.
And courage, choosing exposure despite the fear.
Ooh, okay.
So being human isn't about eliminating fear or pain. It's about learning how to stay open in their presence.
Okay, so let's explore these.
Okay.
Vulnerability, the risk that creates meaning. Vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, but it is actually the threshold through which anything meaningful becomes possible. Love, creativity, and trust all depend on the willingness to be open to uncertainty and exposure. Without vulnerability, life may feel safer and more controlled, but it also becomes thinner, lacking depth and emotional resonance. Love requires vulnerability, creativity requires vulnerability, and trust requires vulnerability.
When vulnerability is avoided, it is not only pain that is kept at a distance, but also the fuller experiences that give life its richness, deep connection, joy that feels genuinely earned, and a sense of aliveness. In this way, people often make an unspoken trade-off, choosing protection from rejection at the cost of intimacy itself.
Wow, I think this is going to be a pretty deep topic for us today.
This is going to be serious, isn't it?
Yeah, but we should have fun with it.
That's okay.
Are you a vulnerable person?
You know what's funny? As soon as I saw that word, the first thing I thought of is all the stupid dating shows I watch.
Okay, because they're vulnerable or what?
You need to show your vulnerability. You need to be vulnerable. Blah, 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 vulnerable. It's like such a keyword on those shows.
Right.
So that's the first thing I thought of.
Well, I think of it as vulnerability is in those 3 sections I just mentioned, love, creativity, and trust, because you have to let your guard down if you love somebody.
Right.
Me being a creative person, I put myself out there in my art, and I'm open to ridicule. Anybody who wants to say something they can, and I have to be, willing to take that. And then trust. If you trust somebody fully, you're vulnerable with them.
Right. And me as a true German, I really don't understand that word. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
All cards on the table.
I get it.
Right. Hey, Brian, I was just outside trying to enjoy the yard, and the mosquitoes are driving me nuts.
Oh, you got to call Spring Green for that, Rob.
Spring Green? I thought they just did my fertilizer and weed control.
Oh, they do that, and our lawn looks amazing because of it. But their mosquito control is a game changer. We can actually use our patio. You know how bad the state bird gets in Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure that's the loon, but point taken. So they do lawns and mosquitoes?
And total home pest control. My house is completely mouse-free. They even do liquid aerations and lawn insect control.
Wow, I'm only using them for half of what I could be.
You should fix that. Go to spring-green.com and get a personalized quote today.
That's spring-green.com.
And tell them Owen one more thing sent you.
Okay, the second one, shame, the hidden regulator of our lives.
Yeah, oh, wow. That doesn't be deep.
Okay, you know what's funny when I think of shame now?
What?
There's a lot of TV references in all of these for me.
Yeah, there are.
In Game of Thrones, when Cersei's walking naked through the streets, and they're saying shame and ringing a bell.
Yeah, shame. That was quite the show.
It's quite the show. Anyway, okay. So vulnerability is the door. Shame is the lock that keeps it closed. Shame quietly convinces us that we are not enough, that if others truly saw us, they would turn away. It often grows strongest in silence, in comparison, and in the pressure to be perfect.
From there, it subtly shapes behavior in ways that feel protective but limiting, pushing people to overwork in order to prove their worth, to people please in order to avoid rejection, or to withdraw before anyone else has the chance to reject them. Ooh.
Deep. So shame says, I'm not good enough. Shame says, if people really knew me, they'd leave.
The key insight is that shame is not something resolved through logic or argument. Instead, it begins to dissolve through experience, through being seen and being understood without judgment. That is where empathy becomes essential, not as a concept, but as a corrective force that makes honesty feel survivable. Wow, that's a lot there.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to unpack.
That is a
but I
lot.
think that whole shame thing about when you put it into perspective and say, I'm not good enough, that feeling alone is something that I know I've struggled with for a long, long time, because either maybe I didn't like my art, maybe I didn't do a great job at work, maybe I didn't do something, but you get into your head and you think, I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy for that.
Right.
And then you start beating yourself down. And that's a hard one. That's a hard one for a lot of people.
Right. There's a skit on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
By Al Franken back in the 80s. Remember it?
I doubt it.
Al Franken did a skit. He had a character named Stuart Smalley.
Oh, I remember Stuart Smalley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember his phrase?
No, I don't.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Is that where that came from?
That's where that came from.
I've always remembered that statement, but I
Right.
never knew where it came from.
Right. I mean, it was a parody, and it was a kind of a whole skit thing. But he actually wrote a book about it. It was published in 1992.
Really?
Yeah, and it presents a year's worth of humorous and insightful daily affirmations on topics like self-esteem, love, and work, and blending comedy with genuine with recovery wisdom. It's a great self-help book.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I haven't read. I've read snippets here. I don't own the book, because why would I own a book? That's crazy talk.
Come on,
But-
you own a book.
I do own a couple books, but I think it's a great self-help book.
Cool.
In
That's
kind
awesome.
Of in kind of a comedic sense. So, shameless plug.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. Number 3, empathy, the antidote to disconnection. Empathy is not about fixing, advising, or reframing someone's experience. It is the simple act of being present with another person in their reality. Okay, well, that already is deep. At its core, empathy says, I see you, I feel with you, and you are not alone.
Stuart Smalley.
Exactly. I think that's true, right?
I do, yes. True empathy requires emotional presence, a willingness to sit with discomfort, and the ability to let go of control or the urge to change what is being felt. Okay, that's where I'm going to struggle letting go of control.
and that's hard. That's a really hard thing to do.
That is very hard to do, yes. Because of this, it is often rare in practice. People more commonly default to offering advice, here's what you should do, or minimizing, it's not that bad, or comparing experiences. That reminds me of those kinds of things.
Right. So,
Which is totally what I do.
yeah, I think it's so much easier to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, advice tries to solve, which that's really not your role. Minimizing tries to shrink. And comparing tries to shift the focus.
Okay.
So empathy does something different. It stays, it holds space. It communicates, I'm here with you in this, even if I can't fix it.
So that's really hard to do in practice, I think.
Oh, completely is.
Because that's when vulnerability comes back in, because you need to be vulnerable in that space.
Right.
And maybe that at that moment you don't need to offer that advice or that comparison or any of that. It's just to be with them. And I find that's really, really hard for me to do.
Yeah. And for me, I'm a very logical, black and white kind of person. There's
You
not-
are?
Shocker. I know. So for me, it's always just, in my mind, I want to help solve the problem.
Right away.
Right
You
away.
Go right to that
Right.
spot. Let's fix this. Yeah.
Right. Which is sometimes not the case. Sometimes just need to be there and just be a person.
Right.
And not
So that's
have
like
to solve everything.
That's like our relationship. You're there to be my sounding board, and then you want to fix it, and sometimes you just shouldn't fix it, Rob.
Shut the hell up.
Just shut the hell up, Brian,
Right.
and get on with your life.
Right.
Case closed. Move on.
All right. Moving on. Number 4, choosing authenticity over approval. Courage, in this sense, is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet, subtle, and practiced in everyday moments. It shows up in the willingness to speak honestly about what you feel, to set boundaries without over-explaining or apologizing, and to accept that not everyone will fully understand you. At its core, courage is the decision to choose authenticity over approval. It is a willingness to risk temporary disconnection in order to build something more real over time, a sense of belonging that is based on truth rather than performance.
Okay, so wow, I need to take a moment to let all that sink in, because that's a lot of the things that I think I struggle with internally, is how to make all this come full circle and live it.
Right. Right. And to be your authentic self is hard. You need to be vulnerable. You need to
Right.
expose yourself. You need to have the courage to do that.
That's so crazy that those simple words are really tying them all back to, well, the art of being human, I suppose.
Right. You're saying I should go check out this Brene Brown TED Talk.
Well, I mean, everyone else in the world will listen to it except for you.
Yeah,
So.
apparently.
So here are 10 life lessons to help with the art of being human.
All right.
So number 1, true belonging requires self-belonging. First of all, what does that mean?
Right?
I don't even know.
Details.
So belonging cannot be purchased through performance. When you change yourself to fit in, you may gain acceptance, but you risk losing genuine connection. Real belonging begins internally, being at home with who you are, not who you think you need to be. That's probably the true thing right there. True belonging means being accepted without needing to perform for it.
Okay, I like that. And here's what scares me a little bit. As you know, I do not read ahead.
Right.
And there are 10 of these, so there's 9 more. Where was this when I was like a sophomore in high school?
This is what I want to know.
Right?
Where were this teaching? Maybe, maybe my parents were supposed to teach me this, but I think that these life lessons that we're hopefully bringing to the world, as we're trying to do, it is teaching people this, and I'm learning right along with everybody, because this stuff is like, wow, I wish I would have known it long ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everything we've read so far, I'm like, I can just see myself being a teenager in high school and be like trying so hard to fit in and doing all the opposite of what we're talking about right now.
Right. Be true to yourself first.
Yeah.
And then if people come along, great. If not, you should be okay with that.
Yeah, because that's not your focus in high school. Your focus is to fit in.
It's to fit in and be like everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gosh. Anyway, light bulb moment. Okay, number 2. Boundaries create real connection. Boundaries are not barriers to connection. They are what make connections sustainable. They prevent resentment, reduce burnout, and communicate self-respect. Without them, what looks like closeness often becomes overgiving, hidden frustration, or emotional exhaustion. Healthy relationships depend on the clarity of where you end and others begin.
That's hard. Creating boundaries and sticking to them. Mm-hmm. That's really hard. Mm-hmm. But I mean, obviously, you know the reasons that you should do that.
I know the reasons, but I don't want to be a douche. So it's
right. So there's that fine line.
Where's that line?
How do you, bridge that gap of I've set my boundaries, but I don't want to be that douchey guy that like, hey, stop bugging me, whatever it might be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So number 3, empathy is a skill, not a personality trait.
100%.
Empathy is something you practice, not something you simply are. I don't know. Is that true? I think people are empathetic naturally.
I think to a point, but I do think it takes loads of practice.
It is a skill.
I don't think you wake up one day and you're empathetic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It is built through behaviors like listening without interrupting, reflecting rather than fixing, Rob, and and naming emotions clearly.
That sounds really painful.
It does sound painful, right? Over time, empathy becomes less about instinct and more about intention. Okay, so I can see how that becomes a skill. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely practice. Number 4, authenticity is costly, but worth it. Being authentic comes with trade-offs. It will naturally draw in people who align with who you are and distance those who don't. But both outcomes are necessary. Authenticity is not about universal acceptance. It is about honest alignment, even when it narrows your circle. See, there's the rub.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. You have to be okay with that. Mm-hmm. And I know we've talked about authenticity before, and to me, one of the hardest things to practice, because it's really being, again, there's that word vulnerable, about who you are and accept it. And you know what? This is who I am, and I'm authentic about it, and I'm listening, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And I think there's, at least in my life, there's been some people that I'm close with because they're authentic, and some people I'm not close with because they are authentic.
Why is really, you think that there's an issue with that?
Like some people I don't jive with because their authenticity does not match mine or my beliefs or what I...
Okay, I see that, but they're being their true self.
Exactly.
But you guys just don't match up.
And you need to be okay, or they need to be okay with the fact that we're not on the same page.
Right.
And that's okay, but then that can determine the decisions you make and if you want to hang out with that person more or not.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, number 5, emotional language is not the same as emotional depth.
Huh?
Modern emotional vocabulary has expanded rapidly, bringing both clarity and confusion. Terms like trauma response, boundaries, gaslighting can help people recognize patterns, but they can also be misused and over-applied.
What?
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
Not every discomfort is a trauma. Not every disagreement is harmful. Language should deepen understanding, not replace it or shut down reflection.
Yeah, so that's, I think, our society in a nutshell right there right now.
Yeah.
I mean, truly it is. I mean, we're so polar opposites right now. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there's a lot of that happening.
It's okay to disagree.
Is it though? No, I'm kidding. It is.
Yes, it is.
And you have to be okay with that.
You have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Number 6, therapy speak should be a tool, not a shield.
What does therapy speak?
Emotional language is most useful when it leads to awareness, not avoidance. It becomes unhelpful when it is used to label identity rigidly.
This is just who I am.
Or to avoid responsibility.
This is my boundary.
Where it should open inquiry, not close it.
Okay, so that's kind of like that shield.
Right.
Got it.
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, number 7. Social media rewards performance over presence.
Yes, it does.
I think that's our whole society.
That's
right
our
there.
problem
Yeah.
right there in a nutshell. Yep.
Social platforms often reward being seen rather than being known. This encourages curated vulnerability, sharing emotions in ways that are still aesthetically controlled or socially safe. While it can reduce stigma, it can also distort what authenticity looks like.
That is one of the rubs of social media is that it's very
It's very distorted.
very distorted.
Yeah.
Very distorted. And now you throw in AI where half what we're
sometimes
seeing is it real or AI? We don't know anymore.
And sometimes you can't tell
Yeah.
if it's not real, but a lot of times I think you can because it is pretty crazy,
Yeah.
you know? And sometimes the shaping of people and things like that, it's just not realistic. So
Yeah.
it's right now, at least it's somewhat easy to tell AI over real.
Right.
But I know there's fakes out there that are really good.
Only going to get tougher. Yep. Number 8, comparison quietly distorts self-worth. Even positive or inspirational content can trigger subtle comparison loops. I should be further along than this, or why am I not healed yet? Over time, this can turn growth into performance and reflection into self-judgment.
Wow, I say that stuff all the time. Not about the healing part. I know that that's life, but I should be further along than this.
Right.
Yeah, I get down on myself all the time for those things.
Yeah. And I think that's a 2. I know you're going to bleep me, but I'm not trying to put social media on a burn here, but I think that's part of it too, is you see all the positives on social media, all the happy people and happy things. And like, how come I'm not like that? How come I'm not doing that? Why am I not on the same page as them? That's to me where the distortion comes in, and that distorts the self-worth.
And that's part of, you digging in and seeing that people a lot of times people are just showing, hey, they're having a happy moment.
Right.
But you're reading into that saying, like, why is that not my life now?
That's their entire life 24/7.
Right. And it's not. They just happen to show a happy moment.
That's 30 seconds of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does the other 23 and a half hours look like?
And I think we just have to understand that, that was a great moment for them in most cases, I should say,
Right.
And accept that.
Right. Hey, Brian, have you planned your vacation yet this year?
No, we've talked about it. Maybe a cruise, but it feels like a lot to figure out. We don't even know what we want to do.
Well, just call Dave at Cruise Planners, doingittravel.com.
Isn't that just for cruises? I'm not sure if we wanted to do an all-inclusive vacation with the family, or maybe this year my wife and I should just do a river cruise. That would be cool.
No, see, that's the thing. He does everything. He helped us with our big family trip last year. He did flights, resort, travel insurance, all of it.
That's so awesome. Honestly, I just want someone I can trust. I don't have time to do all that planning between work and, of course, this podcast.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's why I call it Trust Planners instead of Cruise Planners. When you work with Dave, your vacation's basically on cruise control.
Nice. So booking with him is a sure thing.
Absolutely. And Cruise Planners partners with every major brand. Cruise lines, all-inclusive, Disney, and so much more. You're in really good hands.
Sounds like he really anchors your whole trip.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that was fun.
All right, no, seriously, give him a call already. 630-733-2102 or go to doingittravel.com. Don't just dream it, do it. Dave at Cruise Planners just makes it easy.
That number again is 630-733-2102 or go to doingittravel.com. Again, doingittravel.com for all your vacation needs. And tell him Owen One More Thing sent you. Okay, we're back with number 9. Performative authenticity creates emotional distance.
What? That's like a lot of big words I don't get.
Oh, right. I agree. When vulnerability becomes curated, pain is presented only in polished, digestible forms. It can create the illusion of emotional honesty without actual depth. This leads to a version of connection that is visible but not truly felt. So, okay, now I understand that.
Okay, great. And the last one, number 10, the core conflict of modern emotional life. We live in a paradoxical time. Emotional language is widely available, yet emotional depth is often uneven. Connection is easier to access than ever, but intimacy, being fully seen and understood, remains rare.
Yeah, that is a lot of steps to try to follow.
That's a lot. There's a lot.
It's almost like you got to print this out and make a poster of it on your wall so you can reflect on it. What am I going to do today?
There's a lot of homework on a podcast, aren't there?
There's a lot of homework. It's like, okay, I want to be a human today. Which one should I act?
Which one should I pick, right? So I think in the end, the art of being human is less about getting it right and more about staying engaged with yourself, with others, and with the reality unfolding in each moment.
It means recognizing that life is not a problem to be solved into perfection, but an experience to be participated in as it changes shape. Getting it right assumes that there is a fixed answer that you can arrive at, a version of yourself that never stumbles, miscommunicates, or feels uncertain.
Kind of like reading text in this podcast.
I stumble all the frickin' time.
No, you don't. You sound perfect on this podcast.
It sounds relatively smooth, but truly, people, there's a lot of editing.
That's okay.
But human beings don't offer that kind of stability. It offers movement, feedback, repair, and ongoing adjustments.
Staying engaged with yourself means noticing what you feel before you judge it. Staying in relationships with your thoughts instead of immediately trying to silence or fix them, and returning to honesty even when it feels inconvenient. It is the practice of not abandoning your own inner experience.
Staying engaged with others means resisting the urge to withdraw at the first sign of discomfort, misunderstanding, or emotional risk.
That's a challenge.
Right?
Yes.
It can be.
Yeah.
It involves remaining present long enough for clarity, repair, or deeper understanding to become possible, rather than defaulting to protection through distance or performance.
Silently judge in the corner.
Beyond the fact that I do that, let's just move on.
Okay. And staying engaged with reality means meeting life as it actually is in each moment, not as you expected it to be or wish it would become. It requires a willingness to respond rather than control, to adapt rather than rigidly manage outcomes.
In this way, being human becomes less about the mastery and more about presence. The ongoing choice to remain in contact with your own experience, with other people, and with the unfolding of life itself, even when it is uncertain, imperfect, and unresolved.
Wow. Amen to that, brother.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. As always, please follow us on the socials at Oh and One More Thing Pod on Facebook and Instagram for highlights and news of our upcoming shows.
And if you have a show idea for us or just want to give us some feedback, email us at ohandOneMoreThingPod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Plus, we do have some merchandise, t-shirts and caps. If you're interested, just shoot us an email.
That would be great. Oh, hey, one more thing. Being human is not about becoming fearless, perfectly healed, or endlessly self-aware. It's more like feeling deeply, showing up anyway, and hoping your emotional honesty doesn't arrive at the exact moment you say something slightly unhinged in the group chat.
Never.
I've never done that.
Never done that.
It's allowing yourself to be seen without knowing how it will be received, which is really just a polite way of saying you're constantly gambling with your own reputation and calling it growth. That's the risk. And that's also the point.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is a ton to unpack.
Yeah, it is. Maybe this is the time where we should get a real therapist on the show so we can kind of talk about all the things we just sort of thought we learned just now.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. That sounds like a future episode.
A future episode where we get a therapist and we can, maybe our listeners want to call in with questions. Wouldn't that be cool?
Can we start a GoFundMe fund so we can pay the therapist?
A regular therapy spot on
Right.
Oh and One More Thing podcast. I think that already is a therapy spot for us, you and me at least.
Right, exactly. Right. maybe we should get a GoFundMe for ourselves then.
Oh, yeah. A weekly therapy appointment that we can unpack our feelings and then come on the podcast and tell everybody about them.
Let's see if we get 20 people to give us $10. That's $200 an hour. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I think you should get work on that.
We're on it.
Okay.
Hey, bye, everyone.
Bye.
I think we just became therapists.
I think we did.